The Nose of All Noses by Meera Ganapathy at Storyweaver. Zara's Dadima has an unusually large nose. It is quite a thing of beauty. Not only is it large, it also has a big mole on it, perhaps to make sure that no one ever misses it. Zara's nose is nothing in comparison. Dadima, why do you have such a large nose? Dadima's nose quivers a little before she breaks into a gleeful laugh. Oh, Zara, mine is the nose of all noses. It picks up scents that others cannot even imagine. Zara's eyes grow big with disbelief. For instance, right now I can sniff the air and tell you. Dadima closes her eyes, her nose swells, her nostrils flare, her mole quivers, and her chest puffs up. Hum, hum, hum! Your Ami is about to make biryani for lunch. Our neighbour is crushing henna leaves for her hair, and the cat has just done a pee-pee. Sniff, snot, sniff. Zara tries to sniff out these secrets too. Could you teach me this magic, Dadima? Dadima smiles. When I was a little girl, my nose was trained at my father's old attar shop. If you try hard enough, you can train yours too. She picks up a dusty old crystal bottle from her dressing table. This is from one of the oldest shops in Old Delhi, where attars are sold among jewels to those with fine noses, Dadima whispers. Take a whiff and see where your nose takes you. Dadima uncorks the bottle and brings it to Zara's nose. Hum, hum, hum! Zara breathes in the dust and achoo! Be gentle, take your time and imagine. Zara takes a slow and deep breath. When she closes her eyes, her nose swells, her nostrils flare, and her chest puffs up, just like Dadima's. Hum, hum, hum! And just like that, she smells flowers, sweet and fresh. The flowers remind her of festivals. When Zara opens her eyes, she is in a garden. For miles and miles, there is nothing but rows of roses. It is no longer a Mumbai afternoon. It is dawn, and some people are plucking pink roses in the garden. What you sniffed was the Rahi Gulab, a perfume made from roses in this garden in Kanauj, says Dadima. Dadima and Zara stealthily follow the rose pluckers to an old brick-walled factory. There the rose pluckers tip the petals into a great copper pot in a large brick kiln. Dadima and Zara watch in wonder as the attar is made and poured into delicate glass bottles. Is Rui Gulab the only perfume they make, Dadima? Asks Zara. Dadima pulls out another little bottle from her kurta. Zara closes her eyes, her nose swells, her nostrils flare, and her chest puffs up as she takes a deep breath. Hum, hum, hum! This attar reminds her of her first monsoon shower. The monsoon shower attar transports them to a grand marble palace where a Nawab sits amid crystal bottles. He sniffs them at great speed and then hurls them across the room at an even greater speed. A puny man quivers in front of him, holding a casket full of little glass bottles. None of these will do. These smell like the rain, grunts the angry Nawab. Where is the signature scent you promised me? You're supposed to be the best perfumer in all of Awadh. How come? I'm sure this is the attar you wanted, says the perfumer, fumbling amongst his things. Unfortunately, Zara's tummy chooses this minute to rumble. It's lunchtime, and she's very hungry. Who is that? Thunders Nawab, whose keen ears have picked up the sound. Before Zara and Dadima can skip away, the Nawab catches them sniffing at the bottles he has been throwing away. Dadiji, are you spying on me? Asks the Nawab. I would have punished you, but I can see you have a keen sense of smell and the nose of all noses. Come here and help me pick an attar that can become my signature scent. Dadima sneakily strops her old crystal bottle amongst the perfumer's things. She pretends to find it and does a more dramatic version of her sniff. Hum, hum, har, har, go, 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 hum, fa, hui. She hands the Nawab a bottle. The perfumer, Dadima and Zara wait anxiously as the Nawab takes a sniff from the bottle. This is exactly what I wanted. What is it? He looks at the baffled perfumer. Rui Gulab, the soul of roses from Kanauj. This is what the perfumer brought for you, says Dadima. Just then they hear another distant, angry rumble. Gudu-gudu, grrr, gudu-gudu. What was that, Zara? asks Dadima as her nose twitches with worry. That was my tummy, Dadima, says Zara. It's time for us to head home. What scent reminds you of home, Zara? Dadima asks her. Biryani, says a hungry Zara without missing a beat. I have Awad's most delicious biryani to offer. Kansama, get some for Dadiji and this child, the Nawab commands his cook. But Dadima quietly pulls out a tiny copper box filled with a spoonful of fragrant biryani. They close their eyes, their noses swell, their nostrils flare, and their chests puff up as they take a deep breath. Hum, ha, hum! They open their eyes and find themselves at the dining table, just in time for biryani. Attar is a perfume made from flowers and plants. It has been around for centuries, maybe more than 4,000 years. Kannauj is often called the attar capital of India. Mughal emperors loved to wear attar. Gulab Singh Jorimal was an attar maker who started his shop in Old Delhi's Dariba Kalan during the reign of the Mughal emperor Akbar Shah II. His family runs his shop even today. The end.